Hey friends, and welcome back to art. Do you remember what we talked about last week? That's right, we talked about lines. Lines are our first element of art, right? They're our first ingredient, super important. Today, we're going to talk about our second element of art. The second element of art is shapes. We get shapes when we connect lines together, right? Do you see how I used horizontal and vertical lines to make this square and this rectangle? I used another horizontal line and diagonal lines to make this triangle. I used lots of diagonal lines to make this diamond. And I used curved lines to make this circle and this heart. Anytime lines join together, they create a shape. And today, we're going to use shapes to make a very large animal. In fact, this animal is the tallest animal that walks on Earth. Do you know what it is? Really tall. That's right, it's a giraffe. We are going to use rectangles and triangles to make our giraffe. And we're going to add spots using any other shape we would like. So get yourself a pencil, get yourself a piece of paper, and anything you would like to use for color. And let's get started making our shaped giraffes.
This project, we're going to begin with our paper in what we call portrait style. That means it's going up and down, tall. If we were to turn our paper and have it going the other direction, long ways like that, we would call that landscape. But since we're making a big, tall giraffe, we are going to turn our paper and have it in portrait. To begin, fold your paper in half. Take the bottom edge up to the top and give it a press. When you open it up, you'll see that you have a nice, straight, horizontal line right there. We'll use that to begin the body of our giraffe. Come in a little ways from the left-hand side and put a dot, and a little ways from the right-hand side and put a dot. Connect those two dots along your fold line with a horizontal line. That's the top of our rectangle. We're using a rectangle for the body of our giraffe. It should be about the length of your hand. Now measure down about the length of your pinky and put a little dot. Do that on the other side too. Connect the dots using two vertical lines, 1 and 2. Remember, vertical goes up and down. And now connect them with a horizontal line, all the way across, lying down flat. Now we have our long rectangle for the body of our shaped giraffe. Now we're going to add a triangle using diagonal lines for the neck. Come up almost to the top of your paper and add another dot. We're going to draw one long diagonal line from that dot all the way back down to the top of our rectangle, just like that. Nice long diagonal line leaning off to the side. Now, from that top point, come all the way down with a vertical line to the corner of your rectangle. Now you have a triangle with 1, 2, and 3 sides. That's the neck of your shaped giraffe. We're going to use a triangle for the face too. Come to that top point and draw a diagonal line towards the edge of your paper. Diagonal. Connect it with a horizontal line. Diagonal, horizontal, and vertical give you our giraffe's face. It's a triangle. Add some details, an eye, maybe a smiley face. I learned that the things on the top of giraffes' heads are called ossicones, I believe, and they're not even made out of bone or attached to their skull. They're kind of floppy. That's my fantastic giraffe fact for the day. Now we're going to add some legs. Come down to the bottom and using diagonal lines, make one triangle It goes almost all the way to the bottom of your paper. Carefully drawing. And another triangle. Since we're looking at the giraffe from the side, we don't need to draw all 4 legs, because the other 2 legs would be blocked by these 2 we see on the side. We've got 2 triangles, 1 and 2 for our legs. 3 sides make a triangle. You could use the curved line for the tail. And now you can start adding shapes for your spots. What kind of shapes are you going to use? You could use circles. And remember, giraffes have shapes all over their bodies, lots of spots. Circles? Maybe you'd prefer to use ovals, which are like long, stretched out circles. Maybe this giraffe has hearts all over it, because it's a fancy magical giraffe. Or maybe diamonds. This is your giraffe. You can be as creative as you want to be. Now let's give our giraffe a habitat. Let's add some ground for it to stand on. Using a horizontal line, draw across until you come to the leg and then stop. Skip over the leg and keep that line going. This makes it look like the giraffe is standing on the ground. The line does not go through the legs. Same thing goes with adding something for it to eat. Giraffes are vegetarians, so make sure you're adding some plants. You see how that tree went behind the giraffe's head? I skipped over the neck and continued my line around. Add some more trees. What else would the giraffe like to eat? Or maybe you could put the giraffe in its natural habitat in Africa. Go look at some of the plants you see in Africa. What would a giraffe eat there? I believe this giraffe is at the zoo. Add some sunshine, because plants need that to grow. And then you're ready to add color. It's important to remember when you add color that as you color your sky, you don't just leave it like one big blue line at the top of your paper. The sky should come all the way down to the bottom, to that line that the giraffe is standing on. That's called our horizon line, the place where the sky meets the ground. So please remember, whenever you're coloring a picture and you're outside, bring that sky all the way down to your horizon line. Have fun adding more color. I can't wait to see what you make.